I'll say that much though. For me, so when guys say I like a woman with, a nice shape, 36, 24, 36, that's cool. Like I'm cool with that. But I know women who have small, they're like slim, what
Hmm.
they call that slim thick.
Yeah,
The nice that nice tight petite
yeah.
body, and they just like well proportionate. I love that too, man. Like I don't like she ain't got to have like the fattest ass in the world,
Nah,
but when they like petite like that and they well put together, that's one of the most awesome things there is. Cause it's like, your body is almost perfect for everything. You understand what I'm saying?
true.
And
No,
I love that. But I do love me a thick ass bitch, you know what I'm saying? Uh, like
googly moogly.
she's so thick, her head look like a corn nut. But so her body just looked like was just like a comic book character, like something like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or something like that. Like
You
she looked
got,
like that.
yeah.
Understand? Like,
She's so thick. You gotta walk around that motherfucker.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Man, what's another way to put it though? What's another? Oh, I love an onion booty, man. Ass so fat it'll make you cry. Like I love one of those, man. I
Good,
love a nice onion booty.
good old Georgia peach.
Hell yeah, I love a nice onion booty. Booty so fat it'll make you cry when you see it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to women who have nice asses. And
Yeah,
I know it was called objectifying women, but we're not really just trying to objectify you. It's just a conversation we was having, and it's just being recorded. Shout out to the women with nice.
it's an appreciation. Little booty matters too. Don't remember, it's some skinny, little petite chicks that be having that little bump on them. I'm like, damn,
Hmm.
I wanna play with that
Hmm.
motherfucker. See how that, dribble that
Absolutely.
motherfucker. Get this,
Hell yeah.
Harlem
Mm.
Globetrotter that motherfucker. Do, do,
Mm-mm-mm.
like but no, yeah, this is appreciation, just the respect and love for the body of a woman, and you know, we definitely ain't talking about no goddamn men. So, uh, yeah, I feel like women,
I'm definitely not gonna be talking about any fucking man. I'm doing.
so no,
Get
it's
that one
just
out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast, Full Profits Podcast. This is an episode of Sports Punch Podcast with my brother. Introduce yourself, homie.
is Keith too tall, or Keith the thief, or Keith the chief, or not.
There you go. Get your shit off. Get your shit off, man. Let them know. Let them know. You got about four, five, six names out here in this world, man.
The big homie, what they usually call me, Mr. Stood, your girl that stole the other girl. No, I just made that shit up, the last one.
He
But
he took mine. He took one of mine before. He took one of my little pieces before. It's all good. I ain't complaining. As long as it ain't the main one.
oh yeah, that's it. That's the thing between guys. Like, as long as it ain't the main one, everybody else is for play. It's for fun.
Mm-mm. You can have all that as long as you don't get the main one. And this young lady I like now, you know. We'll find out because I haven't had a real conversation with her yet while I'm over here tripping. I'm
Hey,
over here bugging out. But she fine though. She fine.
she fine.
Yeah, she fine. She got my
She
attention.
mine.
Yeah, that's sooner or later. Sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to talk about these games and welcome to another episode. So I think we got hooping and hoeing, right?
You got some hooping and horn going on for sure, for sure.
Name everything that we got going on today.
Right? I mean, I guess it's only right we started off. God
Tell them
damn.
the topics. Tell them the topics what we got going on so they know
We
they
got to
tuning in
talk about
for.
the Bears, Packers game. Unfortunately, the Bears
Mm-hmm.
lost and the weak ass Packers won. But
Mm-hmm.
got them. But we do get to talk about Shador. Perfect time. Throw your wrist up, balling on these mugs, and then the absolute sabotage. On the last play on the 2-point conversion. It's that we say he be slapping that motherfucker. That bitch working? Okay, yeah, it's working. Now, yeah, but the complete sabotage at the end with the 2-point conversion. Um, it's gonna be some hooping and horn between a couple people on the Browns. Then hooping and horn, of course, and then the Chicago White Sox end up getting the number one draft pick this year or coming up next year. So we get into that. I can, tell you why the excitement on my end. I'm a White Sox fan. And then fuck the Cubs. You
Did
got
you
it.
say fuck the Cubs?
Fuck the Cubs, the Scrubs, the North
Uh,
Side team that was originally the Chicago White Sox, but we'll get into that later.
uh, maybe he'll have to explain it to you because I ain't saying a
Yeah, no, yeah,
goddamn
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
All
I
right,
feel
welcome back. Bong, 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 bong. So for everybody who was at the nail shop this past weekend, waiting to get your nails done, orange and blue, we're sorry to let you down, man. We sorry that your team lost. The bitch ass, punk ass, hoe ass Green Bay Packers defeated the Chicago Football Bears in a game that was a well fought game. It just came down to some last minute plays. Keith, let's get into it. Go ahead.
yeah, man. Congrats to the Green Bay Packers. Y'all
Fuck the
won.
Packers.
Y'all won round one. That's why I'm not like really like pressed because like if there was a one time game this year, all right, cool, they got us. But we get to see them again, in 10 days on a Saturday night in Chicago, Soldier Field. Was gonna be busting that. But this was ended up being a good game. I can't say the first half of the Bears was trash. Then should have run the ball a little bit more. I mean, like, I understand trying to get the tempo to flow. We got a couple plays that we wish we'd have got back. Colson Loveland, I wish we'd have caught that pass. I think that would have made us go on that drive that we got the ball back after the pick. But we held our own, man. Like the Packers, they try to make something that was all big, bad, and almighty. But I mean, they give me wrong. Respect the dude. Like all jokes aside, they are a good team. Great defense. Jordan Love, he showed me something this week. I was always iffy on him a little bit. Still is in big games. So it's like, of course, you're gonna do it in the regular season, but when the playoff starts, let's see what you really do. But he balled out, took advantage of some blitzes that we had should have drew back a couple players on, but we lost Kyler Gordon before the game, so that was tough.
Mm.
One of our nickel cornerbacks, real safeties and stuff, who changes the game. He brings his physical presence and tenacity affects some players and plays. So, but good game. We lost 28-21. Came down to the last play though, like we fought back. Like even though we had the trash first half, like offense wasn't on nothing. Defense did a little something that kept them from going crazy on us because they could have had like 21 points to zero before we scored. But it was a good first half. It was only what 14-3. They had two explosive big plays on third down for touchdown. Jordan Love, he put that thing in the bucket. He got a nice little teardrop. Um, they I swear between Chicago Bulls and the Bears, everybody had the comeback game. Jaden Reed, finally back from his injury, and then Christian Watkins, he was already back, but like he just came back from injury from last year that he tore his ACL against us, and I think in Green Bay. But in the second half, I said it. Second half, we had to make adjustments. I texted in the group chat. First half, it is what it was, but second half we got to make adjustments, and we did. Pretty much dominated the second half. They only scored one touchdown. We had what it was 14-3 at half. Ended up tying the game at 21.
Hmm.
Caleb woke up and made some plays, some great plays though. Like the one he rolled out to the right and to the corner, and he threw it to the Illumide Zacchaeus. I think I got that right. Oz in the corner. Yeah, I thought threw a pick actually on the defender was right there on the receiver Oz, and then sliding and caught that bit touchdown. We went for
Yo, is that the
two.
one where it went through the defender hands and then he caught it?
Yeah, in that corner
That
because
was a crazy. That was crazy, bro.
that's just that we was like, all right, that's some Pat Mahomes like that's some franchise quarterback stuff. So that was crazy catch. The refs gave us a touchdown. We went for two, got the two, made a 3-point game, 14-11. And then they got, what was it? They scored 21 on that they scored 21 on some bull crap. Christian Watson got open, ran across the field. CJ Gardner, my boy, he came through with the pick early in the game, but he got burned a few times. But you, my boy, you killed the last other game, so we'll let you slide with this one. But next time, be ready for that next Packer game, my boy. Um, it took a 21, 11 lead. We ended up getting a field goal, make it 21-14. Then we end up getting the ball back somehow. Came down, Caleb working his magic, making plays. Luther Burden though. Hey, my going he looking like he'd be the next wide receiver. Like him and Rome might be the 1 and 2 next year. Because Luther
Okay.
Burden, he balled out yesterday. I mean, Sunday against the Green Bay Packers, man. Made up some big plays, some big first downs, got us a drive going, and then Caleb with another touch. The running game was start to come alive. Swift started to come alive. Manun guy came alive in the second half using the tight ends, and then we ended up scoring, tying the game 21.
What I didn't see from them offensively from the Bulls was the
Yeah.
running game. No guy got over 100 yards. They got 100 yards together. And I did not see a touchdown from them. So it wasn't a lot of bully ball. I thought there would have been a little bit more on the bully ball side. Do you think that was just more of an effective defense from Green Bay, or what was it?
So I think the first half is just like I think it took too long for them to get to figure it out. But I was hoping the first drive or two they'd be like, all right, this might their defense is a little stronger than we thought. Might have to get used to this. But yeah, basically like the first half because we was trying to throw a little bit too much, and the runners that we did have didn't have like the biggest gains that we usually get like the 4 or 5 yards. So it was like kind of went with it, went away from it and then tried to revive it back towards the second half. I mean, yeah, in the second half, which we did. Like they started to get it going in the second half, like making bigger plays on the running game. Him, Swift, Monunga, and Caleb Williams had a couple of good runs.
Okay.
So I agree. Like we should have ran it more in the first half, but it's just the way the game went was kind of funky for us. Like I said, this Colson Love made this one catch. It's a catch and it looked like turning to being a fumble, and the other team like the Green Bay had it, but luckily it ended up being incomplete. But those one of those just like those drive stallers right there that I feel like if we just kept going with that, made that catch and kept going, we would have scored. So I think he was just trying to like get Caleb going, which and I mean. He did all right. I mean, he missed a couple passes hit like he usually do in the first half, but he got the second half he balled out way more, like way better. I think he went like 13 or 17, 2 touchdowns, 100 some 70 yards, something like that. So he did what he had to do. It just took a little minute for us to get it going, but that's why I'm confident. Like I feel good. Like usually, I feel kind of shitty after the game too much, but like I was like. We just need to sample. We just need to see what it's like. See what they really. 'Cause they literally came down the last drive when Caleb threw that pick, and if he was what I say, if he threw the ball a little sooner, that's a touchdown. If he would have given it to Swift, that would have been the first down. And that was the thing. Like we had options to like either go for get the 1 yard or get the touchdown. So it was like he went for all the glory.
Now my next question is, what happened to DJ Moore? Because he didn't have that good of a game, my guy. What is it with DJ Moore right now?
I gotta watch like the all 22 tape or something because I don't know if it's like if he just not getting open or Caleb is not seeing him. I don't know, man, because like I was expecting him to have like a big game, like either Luther Burden or actually both, like DJ and Luther Burden.
I was expecting to be DJ Moore and Rome to really get off this game, and to take advantage of being able to get down the field or get into those slot positions and make really good plays for the team. But DJ Moore, he was just ineffective. He didn't do anything. Maybe blocking or something, but as far as
That's
getting
the
down
thing.
the getting down the field, like I didn't see him doing anything effective as far as like moving the chains.
I will give him that he is a good blocker for like running and like setting up the play. Like I give him that he trooper on that end. But I don't know. It's just him and Caleb does not have that connectivity like you would think. He got more with Rome, but Rome was out this game, so you would thought more targets would have went to DJ. But it was more spread out between the tight ends, Cole Komet, Colson Loveland, Luther Burden. Uh, I don't think DJ had a catch actually. Now I think about it, like probably maybe one or two, if that. But I don't even
He
think
was
he had it.
absent of catches, man.
So I don't know, man. Like that's a talking point right now. They saying like, will he be on the team? Like he could be traded, which I can see that too. Like if we can get like a great defensive player on the other end on that line to help close out, get some sacks and stuff. But I like him like to have the quality to have three good receivers in your receiver room. Like that make your team go. Like most teams that's good have two really good or great receivers, and then like the third one is like a great slot receiver, like
Yeah,
really, really,
absolutely.
really good at what they do. And I mean, he don't. I don't expect him to be the number one receiver every game, but like if he could, do like he did the other day, like a couple weeks ago, like two touchdowns, 60 some yards, 80 yards, or
Give
have
me one
100.
or two guys that know the complete wide receiver tree, and then give me a tight end, right? And then I can rock out from there. Give me two tight ends that know how. One that knows the routes to run, and one that can just that's just like a juggernaut going downhill. And I'm good with something like that, you know?
True. I mean, yeah, I always had like a little vision, like what I like is like I need a two running backs, like a thunder and lightning, like a one that's quick, get between on the outside, the open spaces, and one that's a thumper that's that can truck some people, go in the middle, of the offensive line, into cracks and seams and run some people over. And like you said, two at least two solid, like one that can stretch the field really quick, receiver, and then another one that's like all around great, like every route, like you said, every route tree on every route on the route tree he know how to do. And then like the slot receiver just gotta be elusive, strong, still somehow, some way. And then a good tight end at least. If you can get two, that'd be great. But one really good tight end that can block still and main thing, a great line.
Absolutely. I just want enough guys on there that win. No matter who lines up on that side of the ball, uh, top of the screen, bottom of the screen, left to right, inside out, whatever you want to call it. Whoever it is that's out there, they're gonna get the job done, no matter what the player's called. It just may be take a time. It just may take some time for them to get warmed up because they haven't been on the field, or they just need to get their hands warm and understand what it feels like to be on the field or whatever it may be. But I would like to, if it were me, I would definitely have enough guys out there that would, you know, make sure that we are being effective and efficient out there on the field, and the
Yeah,
guys that can stretch the field that know the route tree, the complete route tree. I want one or two guys. I definitely got to have one or two guys that are receivers, and a tight end that can do that can be multifaceted as well. Hell yeah.
yeah. So with DJ, like even like on that last play, like everybody kept saying DJ was wide open, which I agree he was to a certain extent. But like at the time when he was really open, Caleb already threw the ball. But like when he was still trying to like figure out between running it, throwing it to Swift, or throwing it to Komet, it was a couple defenders in the way that I feel like if he was throwing it in an angle, they could have been deflected or somehow bullshitly picked. But if he would have found a way to lob it over their head, it probably could have worked. But I mean, if that would have been, see, that would have been a signature play. Like, all right, even though he probably make no catches all game, if he would have made that throw to DJ
Hmm.
and made that touchdown or first down, it would have been a big. Oh, okay, DJ came through when he needed to. So I don't know. They gotta get that connection. It's a little bit. It's a little bit on Caleb too. Like he just not seeing him when he
It
is open.
absolutely is. It absolutely is because it seems like to me, it seems to me that DJ Moore is supposed to be the number one, but he usually tries to find wrong doing certain plays. Or if he doesn't, if DJ Moore isn't where he's supposed to be, or thinks he isn't where he's supposed to be, he'll look for wrong. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So there's something going on there. I don't mind him following Cole Kmet because Cole Kmet is a big guy and is a big target, and we should definitely utilize him while he's out there. But
Cause I can say one thing, Cole Kmet, can you catch the ball and without falling for once? Like every time you get a chance to, catch the ball, and he be having yards ahead of him to run like at least 10, 15 more. He just fall down instantly to the ground. Just, I mean, I understand, like, just make sure you get this first down or these yards. But man, like it'd be time like, all right, I can see like maybe he will fall, or maybe the angle to throw, or he got, if it's behind him, okay, but someone would be in stride. He'll just go straight down. Like, bro, can you just stay on your feet a little bit?
mm,
Get a few more yards, go down, go out of bounds. But He a
Yeah.
big dude, so Muggs be trying to crack him. So he be like, I ain't trying to take these hits when I don't need to.
Listen, I'm gonna look him up right now. Cole
You
Kmet,
making executive decisions. I feel you. I just feel you.
6'6", 260. That's a big dude.
Big dude.
That's a big dude. Ladies and gentlemen, the next thing that I would like to say is the accuracy of Caleb Williams. He was 19 of 35 for 186 yards. That's 5.3 yards on average for that game. He threw two touchdowns and one interception. He was sacked once.
Some of them throws.
I was listening to Get Up with Dominique Foxworth, Jeff
Yeah,
Saturday. I hope I said his name right.
yeah.
Jeff Saturday, Kimberly Martin, and a couple other people that be on there. Harry Douglas. And my thought toward what Caleb was doing was kind of the same thing that they were saying. That play where you could have threw it to the back pylon in the end zone, and he ends up throwing it directly to the opposition. They said it's a play he does all the time. You know, it's
They
just,
did it last week against the Eagles and made the touchdown. It just he just took too long to throw that mom. He like if he would have thrown it 1 second earlier, 2 seconds earlier, he would have got dude.
was it that or was it just he forgot to throw the ball into the range of where only the receiver or the tight end could get the ball because he threw it directly to the
That's
guy that was in front of him. Dominic Foxworth said you throw it, you make a he said what he said, you make a great throw, it's a touchdown. You make a good throw, it's a good touchdown and it's contested. You make a bad throw and it's a fight for the ball and maybe your guy wins it. But if you throw a terrible throw, that's what happens.
but with that is like the thing is with Caleb. That's his problem is he overthrows. So it's like this is and we always say, can we just get a little touch?
And
So
we don't get it. It's for him it's either over or under. There is no in between with dude.
right.
So
So
far.
and that's what it was. Like they did it literally last week against the Eagles to take that, basically the back breaking touchdown. Like he threw it with great touch, not over, perfectly. Cole Komet, dropped in the bucket. This week, I mean, I can see he was late on the throw. Like if he would have done that throw 2 seconds earlier, he'd have been straight. But I do feel like Cole could have been cutting a little bit more with the quarterback to get him so he just throwing his stride, and then I understand him throwing it up because Cole, like you said, what Cole came in was 6'6", 260.
60. 260.
Jump man, like
No,
throw it to the big man.
throw it to the big man, guy.
But
Throw it to the back of the end zone where he is, and not to this guy. That's yo.
dude just made a great play. Like I could do that. Like the thing is, the dude that caught the interception, that wasn't his man. He took a responsibility of another man because they was worried about Caleb running it or throwing it to Swift, which Caleb had options. Like you process, think about it. You got to roll around. Hopefully, then nobody sacking you. Look to see where your running back is. So look where you are, and they was coming at him in the angle, and then he went to his third option. By the time he went to that third option, it was kind of too late.
All right. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, the Bears lost. They are what, 9-4?
Yeah, 9-4. So
The Bears are 9-4. So let me look at the standings.
like
This is what the standings look
that's
like.
that's the thing about this is like I hate about like the division thing is like we went for number 1 and then dropped to number 7, which is the last playoff spot right now.
That's crazy how we went from number one to number seven. So in the NFC, the race looks like this. Philadelphia is 8-5. Dallas is 6-6. All right. Then we go to the NFC North. That was the NFC East, by the way.
Yeah, yep.
The NFC North is 9-3 Green Bay, 9-4 Chicago Bears, 8-5 Detroit Lions. I'm not going to even mention the Vikes. The NFC South is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 7-6. The Carolina Panthers at 7-6. I'm not going to mention any other team because they're done. All right. The E says they have been eliminated from the playoff contention, which is why I'm not mentioning any other teams in those divisions. The NFC West is the Los Angeles Rams at 10-3, the Seattle Seahawks at 10-3, The San Francisco 49ers at 9-4. And
That's
I'm not
another
going to mention the
one.
last team. So it's going to be a battle, man, for everybody trying to limp in.
Right? Like think like those top three in NFC West and the top three in the NFC North. That's 16 right there. That's trying to make
Yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah, that's
There's
tough.
only 7 spots.
There's only 7 spots. So we got the Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, right? Both of those are 10-3. The San Francisco 49ers are 9-4. So then you go Philadelphia Eagles at 8-5. So are we canceling out the Dallas Cowboys to make it? Or will they creep in behind Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Carolina Panthers, who are 7-6? Both teams, Carolina
No,
Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 7-6.
no, because the thing is with that is like only one will get that division, and then if they 7-6, 500, while everybody else like us and everybody in NFC North and NFC West is 2, 3, 4 games above 500, then whoever in the NFC South have to win that division to make the playoffs.
Okay,
Unless like something happened between those teams that like they fall off and lose more games, but like
got you.
I mean for some of them I don't really see that happening. But yeah, like they kind of like have to we have to like do take care of our games for sure. We got Cleveland this weekend, the Packers again next week, and the Packers playing the Broncos this week. So and then and also Detroit. So
All right, on another subject, I'm cutting you off. You can revisit your thought if you have it. Who expected the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos to be playing the way they are right now? Did you expect that? The Denver Broncos are 11-2. I'm sure Shannon Sharp is happy about that. And then you look at the AFC East, which is the New England Patriots atop of that without what's his guy's name? Who used to be the coach there, who's supposed to be a Hall of Fame coach. Whatever his name is. Uh
tomorrow the Patriots,
Belichick.
yeah,
Belichick. Belichick. He's not the coach there no more. And they are currently
Mike
11 and
Vrabel.
2 under Mike Vrabel, which is
Yeah.
awesome. I don't know if that was expected of them, but they are doing pretty damn well, both teams.
They a year ahead probably, but like the thing is like Broncos, I kind of like I didn't think they would be maybe 11-2, but I knew it was gonna be good because their defense was great last year, and it was gonna be great this year. And they went to the playoff last year, so it's like you would think they will take that progression to the next season. I thought kind of maybe but Bo Nix kind of have is like not a sophomore slump, but like he ain't killing it out there. Like they not winning games because of him exactly, but he come through when they need to, so I give him that. Um, so I expect them to be good. I ain't know if they're gonna be good. What was it 11-2 or 10-2? Um, Now Patriots, I didn't expect them to be number one or top, team in the AFC right now. I was expecting them to be kind of like either at most us, like 9-4, or kind of 500 team that's fighting for a playoff spot for sure. Because I knew Mike Vrabel was gonna come in and get them right. They had a decent defense last year, but I guess they look way better this year actually. Um, and Bo Nix is not Bo Nix. Drake May is
Drake
balling.
May.
Right,
Yeah.
he balling right now.
And both teams are 11 and 2. Both teams.
Yeah, okay, 11-2, and then like Stephon Diggs came over this year, and he's making a difference with that team, helping out the other receivers like get some touches that when he double teamed on and opening it up for everybody else. And they got a couple of solid running backs, a rookie running back that's broke out
I thought
recently.
he would end up being ass the way he been,
I
chasing
mean,
down booty butt cheeks, you know what I mean? Trying to,
pink substance or
yeah, pink substances and brown sewer bottoms, you know what I
it,
mean? Like I
it,
thought he
it
did.
coming off an ACL injury at that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought dude would have been too preoccupied to be, helping his team out, but I guess it's working out. It's not really harming the performance that he has, or is it? I don't know.
oh no, he actually been balling out like they balling out, but he stepped up like the first few couple games. He was you had to get his feet under him. It's been like a year or so, but he made impact. They say he's a great leader on that team, but he actually like helps the team and gets them going. So I mean, The Patriots they beat the Bills, but they schedule have been kind of soft like ours this year. So like they beat up on some bad teams. That's why they kind of 11-2. But I think they got a couple, one or two signature wins that you could say, all right, that's a good team they beat. I know Bills is one of them. I think that's maybe the only one as well though. But Patriots, hooping, they are on hooping and horn. Matter of fact, yeah, Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots are nominees for hooping and
All
horn.
right, so if you're curious like I was, uh 64 receptions, 705 yards total with three touchdowns. That is Stephon Diggs' current stats for this year. He's tied 13th with 64 receptions, 27th with 705 yards, and he's tied 66 with three touchdowns. That's his stats for the year. Moving right along. Where are we taking it next, sir?
Get into your boy Shador, throw the wrist up. He uh, he was balling out. He's also a nominee of hooping and horn. He was hooping today against the Titans.
He was hooping Sunday. He
Yeah,
hooped
over 300 yards throwing, 4 touchdowns. He did have a pick.
364 yards, I believe.
He did have a pick, but it was battle of the I say number one, battle of the two best rookie quarterbacks that I feel like that was in the draft. Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Tennessee Titans Cam Warren, the number one pick, who came away with the win. I'll give him that 31-29.
Didn't you pick the Tennessee Titans to win that game?
Hell no. I was always Team Shador. Perfect timing. So actually, I was
Okay.
wrong about the win, who won. So
Okay, because I think I might have chose the Browns, and then this guy flipping picked he.
nah, nah. See, you don't even remember the team.
I don't. I have to go back and listen to it or
I
whatever.
flipped.
But
I think I flipped on another game, but not this one. I definitely was not going to ride with the Titans.
no, that didn't just seem logical at the time. I was thinking about the guy who had more weapons, and Cam Ward said, "Fuck all y'all, suck a sack of granddaddy dicks," and
I
he ended
mean,
up he went out there and he went out there and he hooped. I mean, he balled. You know what I mean?
he had to rely on a teammate of his, Tony Pollard, who you pointed out was balling. He had 161 yards and two
Hmm.
touchdowns.
Salute to Tony
So,
Pollard. Salute to Tony Pollard.
so I mean, don't get me wrong, Cameron Warren, stepped up and played well too. But Tony Pollard, helped a lot with that. Shador, that was all him throwing that bitch. So like, Junkins was, in there too. But you know, Shador, the way he played, they said he's the, starting quarterback for the rest of the season, which I saw coming. I knew that was gonna happen once they let him get on the field. So,
Stefanski, old bullshitting ass. I understand though. I get it. I get it. That's not the guy that you wanted. That's not the guy that you want to be on your team and be out there on the field because you was expecting all this glitz and glamour and all this madness that would be brought to your team, and you didn't think you'd be able to control them, and you thought that maybe your job would be on the line, and the dad may have to come in and get everything under control. And I understand you trying to protect your kingdom, you trying to protect your paycheck and everything, but you could put that in writing when the guy get there. Yo, if this go bad, it ain't my fault. If that's what you was worried about, yo, if this go bad, it ain't my fault. If this guy sucks ass like a well-known porn star, it's not my fault. Like don't blame this on me. If he turns out to be terrible, don't blame it on me. We're gonna get this kid 2 to 3 years of development and being out there with the number ones and being out there with the A team, and we're gonna see what he does. But if he turns out to be dookie butt juice, don't blame it on me. Don't say it's my fault. And my job should not be in question if he doesn't succeed at what he's supposed to do. That's what I would have done that. Like, yo, y'all not gonna throw me out there to take the fire for a kid that y'all don't even know much about, and he's been playing for people. He's been playing in uh junior colleges or HBCUs and everything like that, and we don't even recognize those type of schools. And then when he gets to Colorado, he does okay, or what seems to be okay. I mean, we don't know how proven he is, but we don't know how well anyone can do until you give them a chance and you give them the tools to learn and get out there on the field. So Shador Sanders threw for 364 yards, like three touchdown passes, and I think he maybe ran one in
Oh,
as well. He had a hell of a day.
hell of a day.
Hell of a day on Sunday. So salute to Shador Sanders and the hell of a day that he had. Salute to Kevin Stefanski for finally coming to your senses. Gee, Buzz.
Yeah,
It's about time.
but did he jag it right back after Shador do throw the almost game time touchdown or like at least within two? You take him out for the 2 points so he can run like a wildcat. Which I mean, I understand. Like, and that's the thing. Both him, Shador, and like another player said that they tried that play in practice and it didn't work. So like you went out your way to not use the quarterback that just got you down there to score the touchdown, a clutch touchdown, keep the ball in his hand to at least put the game up, tie the game.
So just undermine the kid. Just undermine the kid. So here's the thing I want to know. As a head coach, are you doing that to see if he'll make the call to go against the grain? Or are you doing that because you just don't like him? Are you doing it to test him to see what he's made of and see if he'll make the right call? Or are you doing that to sabotage him? And if you're doing that to see if he makes the right call, I'm a rookie. I'm trying to be out here as long as I can. I ain't trying to fuck this up, dude. Like I just got here. I don't want to mess up my opportunity or any opportunity in the future to be out here on the field. I'm gonna do whatever you say, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna execute that. And I'm gonna keep it just like it is.
Yeah,
And let me go back further to a guy named Russell Wilson who was listening to a coach named Pete Carroll and could have had his second Super Bowl, and they was at the 1 yard line, and a coach told you to run a certain play going away from beast mode. Why not just get about the beast mode and let them run it in from the 1 yard line? They said even the defensive team knew that it's going to beast mode.
yeah.
Everybody knew it was supposed to go to beast mode, and you ran in some little goofy ass play and cost yourself a second Super Bowl. Well, do you know how hard y'all worked to get to that point? They say once you win one, it's hard to win a second one, and you got right there.
Like your legacy could have been changed after back to back. You could have been a dynasty looking like a team like a dynasty. You would have been considered one of the best coaches of all time, all right off back, even though you kind of is, so but still, just
You'd have been
in
right there with the rest of the.
college.
You've been right there with the rest of the top quarterbacks in the history. You would have went down in the annals of history for being a two-time Super Bowl champion. And instead of you taking it into your own hands and saying, you know what we gonna do? We gonna bang this bitch in with beast mode, right? Everybody, we gonna stack up on this line and we gonna push these hoes back and we gonna go in here and we gonna win a Super Bowl. And instead, you ran some little bullshit ass play that should not have been ran. But Shador ain't there. He ain't on that level yet. He's
Yeah,
there trying to make his bones and prove himself to his coach and to the Cleveland Browns organization and the Cleveland Brown fans that he belongs there. So salute to Shador for the game that he had, man, and I wish you the best for the rest of the season. You dig?
yeah, no, yeah, man. They don't want to get these players those shine. They don't want to get Marshawn the shine. They ain't want him to be maybe MVP of the game or get the game winning touchdown. So yeah,
That's
that was
all. That's all. They didn't want to give him the recognition for it. Sucker shit.
Shador. They ain't want to him to win the game or tie the game, take it to overtime, get that shine. He already balled out. Yeah, man. They doing people dirty. But
That's all. It's just sucker shit, man. For those who are listening, man, we should do a segment called sucker shit. But that goes into the sucker shit right there.
I was gonna say actually, Shador is nominated for Hoopin the Horn, and Kevin Stefanski is nominated for Horn in the Horn.
Get your legs up. Boy, put them legs up in the V.
That's all. That's a clear example of horn. Like you horn around, like bro, like what is you doing? Like that's getting you fired at the end of the season, if anything. So it's like,
Mhm.
come on, dog. Yeah, you was a. I didn't realize he was a two-time coach of the year in the NFL. So it's like you went from that to just sabotaging your boy. You would think you would try, give me wasting a year, Miles Garrett life, which, hey, Chicago Bears, if y'all could find a way to get him. Please do. We need that. We need that. No. What's
You
that? No
serious?
snaps. No, I'm dead ass. Like, I mean, if we get that on our defense, huh?
Okay.
With the offense that we got and the line, offensive line we got, the defensive line was gonna make things better. If we got 17 or leading the league in takeaways just with no rushes, just
Okay.
imagine if you had Miles Garrett in the backfield every time, or
Oh,
almost
if
every time.
Miles Garrett. I thought you were talking about Stefanski. I'm like, no, wait a
Oh
minute.
hell no, 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 don't be wrong. He cool though. I mean, for as a coach, like he did his
No,
thing.
no.
But then,
Stefanski, I get, but that I mean, Miles Garrett, I get, but Stefanski, I don't get. So,
oh no, that's why I was like, are you like, why are you confused by this?
yeah, no, it's just me, just me. All right, moving along. Where we stand? What are we rotating to? The rest of the games, or how you gonna pivot?
Yeah, I do want to point out a couple of games because it was a couple of good games on. You was watching as well. The Bills and the Bengals game, the Great Snow game. That was a game
Fire,
that was bussing back and
fire.
forth. Like, and this is the game where I flipped. I think I picked the Bengals to win, and you picked
You
the Bills.
motherfucking picked the Bengals. I say I'm staying home with the Bills.
Yeah,
I
I
said
mean,
in the snow,
shit.
they'll get it together.
For the first what 2 3 quarters, I was looking right until Joe Burrow threw a pick. I think a pick six. I think when it was up like 28-18, I went to the store real quick. Bro, I came back. They was down 32-28. I'm like, what just happened? I had to see the goddamn replays and stuff.
What in the hell made you get up and go to the store for during a game like
It was
that?
it was before the Bears game. It usually like around like I try to wait around 3 o'clock, but I went like 2:40, 30, 2:35, 45. So like I was like, man, if I'm gonna miss him, I'd rather see the end of the game, see if if he get buzzing. But I missed some crazy stuff in between that time because it's stored down the street. So I was just like, I'll be heading back in 5 10 minutes. I ain't gonna miss much. I missed a lot within five
Stats for the
10 minutes.
game, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Burrow, hell of a game. 25 of 36 for 284 yards. He was 7.9 on average every time he threw the ball. Four touchdowns and two interceptions. He was sacked once. Thank God. All right. He didn't take a lot of punishment. He had
Yeah,
a 106.7 rating. All right.
he
His
was
QBR was 78.4.
like usually in a snow game, you usually running, but he was throwing that thing.
They did not do a lot of running. So you're looking at Samaj P. Ryan. He had 31 yards on 6 carries. And then Chase Brown had 23 yards on 12 carries. Uh, Chase Brown got that one touchdown.
Yeah.
All right. And then you go
Okay.
into the receivers. Higgins had 92 yards with two touchdowns. Mike Gesicki, which I thought he would be playing with
Miami Dolphins.
no, I thought he would be playing with Baltimore. He's a tight end playing for the Bengals. He had 86 yards and a touchdown. And then Chase Brown had 12 yards and a touchdown as well. So he's Joe Burrow doing what he does. He spread it the ball around. He got his guys active and involved. They did the run game didn't come through for them. But Joe Burrow being himself, man, he really can dart that ball. He can find his guys. He'll find the nice options and the plays that make it to the right people and make the best plays and get these guys downfield. For me, it was a little iffy and little weird. I'm like, oh man, is this dude gonna come back and take over the game and they gonna win the game, or will Josh Allen be able to make the change and the switch up and get the game under control?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Josh Allen throws 22 of 28 passes. He connects on 22 of 28 passes. Pardon me. He has 251 yards passing, an average of 9 yards per pass, 3 touchdowns, nil on the interceptions, and he had a rating of 139.7 with a QBR of 96.4. Awesome game by Josh Allen. He was looking like the Superman that people wanted him to be. Big
Yeah.
6'5", 240 pound motherfucker.
Yeah. And his wife was in Sinners, which is crazy.
His wife was in Sinners.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She was the girl, the like the mixed white black girl that was ended up switching up to be the vampire.
Oh wow. The one that got went out there. to
Yep.
see what the white boys was out there talking about, singing
Yeah.
the songs and everything. That's her.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but yeah. Next game I was watching at the same time. It was started off good till this man got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars versus Colts, 36-19. Daniel Jones actually ended up we finding out tearing his Achilles for real. Because like in real time, he was just literally just backing up, doing his steps, and then he kind of like tweaked his leg, like he was trying to like I don't know why he was trying to like act like he was like for do a move or something, but he tweaked his leg a little bit, and then stepped on it one more time, and then he just threw the ball, went down, but like no one touched himself. That's why I was like, I think he just tore his Achilles because it's a non-contact injury, and
Mm-hmm.
you do something like that, a ligament or something is torn or something. So I was like, oh, that's not good. But I was hoping at worst, just a ankle like sprain or broken ankle.
Mm-hmm.
He just couldn't stand on it. But
That wasn't the case, brother. He is out for the season.
and that's tough. So it's like, man, he was just getting it going with the team that looked good for him. But they free falling. I put them in the Hoe'N Hall of not Hall of Fame, but like the Hoe'N week list the last couple of weeks, and they just dropped three straight now, four
Yeah.
maybe, and
But
it's
I
looking
don't I don't
ugly.
want to get him the Horn category because what happened to him isn't
No,
just a freak accident and an injury.
yeah, him now like that. No, that wasn't a Hoe'N moment like at all. Like, but them losing the last week was Hoe'N. Like they just reeling back, but this don't make it no better.
Gotcha.
Which it got so bad, it's just like now like they had Roddy Leonard who went to Notre Dame last year, I think. Um, he ended up getting hurt. Like I guess he like after the game he found out his knees like messed up. He still might play, but just in case they brought in
And that was their only quarterback, right?
yeah because like Anthony Richardson, which I thought was backup quarterback. He is, but like he's hurt. I didn't know he was hurt. I forgot he was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they took him out because they wanted him to recover from some shoulder or something with his knee or something like that he had going on. And they wanted to give him some time to heal up and get his progression together because they were talking about him in his first couple seasons how he wasn't doing so well and everything. But it's a sad situation. I didn't want that. What I wanted was a competitive game for the Colts and the Jaguars. That's what I wanted. I wanted to see a competitive game, and we didn't really get that. But I did go for the Jaguars. That was my pick, if I do remember correctly. My pick was for the Jaguars to win that game, and they won it. But I didn't want them to win that way. I wanted to be a healthy, competitive game, and we didn't really get to see that with the quarterbacks. One going down and the other one being hurt later on, and it just sucks. It just
Yeah,
sucks.
and they just lowered the box on Jonathan Taylor after that. So, I mean, Jaguars they were 9-4, sneaking up on. They took the number one spot in the AFC South, I believe. So
Hmm.
they could be a sneaky good team. Like they got a good running game with ETN. I mean, long as Trevor Lawrence keep going to his receivers and Jacoby Myers and Brian Thomas and Parker Washington, and they got a nice little squad. I like playing with them on Madden, and they got good defense. Like Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, a few other players on that defense. Really good defense. They when they really want to upturn them, they can make some cause some turnovers, some havoc. But
Okay.
they can get exposed too when they if they're not on their P's and Q's. But look out for the Jags, man. People sleeping on them a little bit, not taking them serious. I mean, I can understand that Trevor Lawrence that he could be hit or miss, but when he balling. When he asks, he asks.
Very true. Very, very true.
I don't know, man. Ravens as a team, holding right now, man. They
It's a
lost to the
wrap.
Steelers.
It's a wrap. It's a
They look,
wrap.
they got a wrap. Yes,
It's a wrap. They lost
they
to the
got one.
Steelers, brother.
I think they got another game against the Steelers, so like it ain't a wrap
It's a
yet, but like
wrap.
that ain't help.
It's a wrap. Like they ain't looking too good, man. And I'm gonna just help them get their summer session clothes together and help them pack and get them ready for Tulum. And,
Yeah,
you know, get
Costa
them
Rica
ready.
or something.
Yeah, get them ready for Costa Rica and everything, because it's not looking good for them, man. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be.
That guy.
I'm gonna be that guy and just pack y'all the fuck up and get y'all out of here.
Hey,
Uh,
Y'all know, y'all saw that last episode where he said, "Don't give me no more purple. Don't give this man no more purple." Because I at least still gave him a chance. Like
yo,
it ain't over till it's over.
you see
They
me in
still got
red? You see me in red with the I'm a pepper shirt on? You know, hey, we got to get him out of here. Pack these motherfuckers up and get them out of
That's
here, man. They
crazy.
done.
Damn,
They
you see how
done.
Baltimore? You see how they flipped over you so fast? That's
Man,
crazy.
I was with y'all the whole entire time, but after
It,
that, I think it's a wrap, man. I think it's just time for the whole team to just get together and take a retreat and go somewhere and heal, man. You know, because it's just looking bad right now. I don't know if they can come back and what can they do in the playoffs? You know, what would they be able to do? Just just make
that's
it a
the
game.
that's the thing. Like they got the talent enough to like take off in the playoffs if like they just figure it out, but they are missing some key pieces on
But
defense.
wait a goddamn minute. Isaiah Likely toward the end of the game makes an awesome catch, ball in hand, two steps.
Yeah,
The ref blue says it's not a catch.
that's crazy. Like usually, as soon as you catch the ball in the end zone and they cross their plane, it's a catch.
It's
It's
a
a touchdown.
catch.
As
Who
long as you
paid
come
that
down,
man? Who paid you, dude?
even if like this, one, he ain't
Who
take the
paid
first
you,
step. Like
man?
one, two steps is that's a good enough.
That's a catch, man.
He
If
still
I
held on the
catch the ball in
ball.
the end zone, so now you telling me, which is what I was saying earlier to one of the brothers I work with. If I catch the ball in the end zone and I get 2 feet down and I'm falling out of bounds and I hold the ball through all the way through, that's not a catch. That's what you're telling me now.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. Like he be on the end of like the weirdest plays. Like a couple years ago when they were playing Kansas City, Lamar threw the ball at the end of the game to fight the basically the game winning touchdown, and just a tip of his toe, which he had the Deion Sanders on, had stepped out of bounds.
He was on the white side.
Yeah, and then earlier this year, couple I think last week, matter of fact, no, a couple weeks ago, they was playing I think the Bengals, and he caught the ball right. He caught it was on Thanksgiving. He caught the ball, ran for it. He's going for a touchdown. As he was switching the ball from one hand to the other hand, the defender coming from behind smacked it. Ball went out. It became a touchback.
Blue, ump, who is
And he got
sleeping with your wife,
he got boned on this one
sister, niece, or daughter, bro?
on the
Or who
Ravens
paid?
or likely.
Yeah, or who paid you off? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, ref? Like
That was
that
wild.
was a catch.
That was wild.
That was a catch. Why you do that, man? Why
So
you do that?
he just
Who
getting
is
bolded.
clapping your daughter's cheeks to make you say, I gotta make this a call?
It's probably likely. Well, it's likely.
It's likely. Now, if it's not him,
Let me put that on my man. His
are
girl back.
you
Ooh.
getting shot? They paying you under the table. If
Hey, I
that's what
mean,
the case.
with this gambling stuff,
Man, purple, you cheated on you cheated my purple people. You fucked them over, man. You fucked them over. And your explanation was weak as hell. Your explanation was dog shit. Your explanation was dog shit.
nigga weak as hell. I'm
On
letting
the
you know
G,
that.
your explanation was dog shit, man. We don't want to hear that bullshit you talking about. Man, that explanation was terrible. Terrible. So you telling me a player can get the ball inbounds, take 2 steps, have it right here, clearly catch the ball, and then someone slaps the ball out of his hand and it's rolling, it's ruled an incomplete catch. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks
time.
a lot. Thanks a lot.
All right. So, are you going on record saying that for sure the Ravens are cooked, done for the playoffs now?
I ain't never had no Raven stew, and I don't plan on having none in any of that shit. So I'm gonna ride with them. I'm gonna ride with them till the wheels fall off. But I'm just upset about that, man. I'm upset about that game.
I
I'm
feel
upset
you.
about that, man. That ref, you on some bullshit, bro. You on some bullshit. You fucked them. You fucked them over in that game, man.
Yeah, I think the ref had a couple parlays, and he was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead put in that. What's that? The Buffalo Wild Wing buddy. Sure. Incomplete.
He messed it up for us, man.
That was tough, man. That was
Yeah, you
ugly.
fucked us over though, ref. You fucked us over though.
And I want to talk about one of my other teams that was hooping last week, and they hooping again,
All right.
and May just knocked out the not the defending champs, but the three-time champ.
Oh,
Houston,
whoa.
Texas beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, 20-10.
I don't even remember who I picked for that game.
I think you picked your boy the Chiefs, the KC, the Red,
Mm,
and I went with Houston because I was like, actually they hooping right now, and
mm,
that might be it for that. So, but nah,
mm.
man, that's crazy. You know, Chiefs the first time they've been under 500 since they had Pat Mahomes, I think.
That's
So
okay.
it's seven.
That's okay.
I mean, they they might be cooked. Like, if they win out the rest of the games, go 10-7.
I think they could. I think
That's
they could.
that's usually a playoffable record, but like the way the AFC set up,
Somebody get the elk meat out, get the grill going, and get the slabs of beef ready
oh yeah,
because
we
it's cooked.
about to start getting the fishing rods, the fishing hats, the
Get
nets,
the sweet potatoes out, get your shrimp out. We
because they
gonna
finna go
stuff the
fish.
sweet potatoes with the shrimp and some butter, and we gonna have a good meal because I think it's a wrap for the Chiefs. Get the
And
shit ready.
and what's crazy is like there's a possibility that we might not have no Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs, no Lamar Jackson and the Ravens in the playoffs.
It's looking that way, brother.
People were saying like if this is the chance for the Josh Allen win this championship, and if he don't win it this year, then he don't deserve one. So I was like, damn.
So I'm not gonna say that he don't deserve one, but if you can't get it in this pocket right now, with everything going against those teams, against the Ravens and against the Chiefs, and you
It's a
can't
whole nother
find
level.
yourself into a position where you can't run the gamut of teams in the AFC and then win the Super Bowl, I don't
Yeah.
know, yo, it's gonna be tough for you, man. You gonna have to find another window like this, and we don't know when that's gonna be again. So, uh, get on your shit. But for right now, fuck the Bills and fuck everybody else. Purple, come on. I need y'all to find y'all. I need y'all to find it and get it together. What am I
Yeah.
saying, man? Y'all ain't gonna even be able to do shit, man.
This is
These
what
refs
you.
gonna treat y'all. These refs gonna treat y'all at every minute
Even
they
what am I
can, man.
saying, man?
What
He
am I
can't do.
saying? The refs
He
gonna,
can't do it.
man. What am I talking about? The refs gonna fuck y'all over every chance they get, man. It's gonna be a whole Diddy party. Y'all see what they just Diddy to them this weekend? Y'all see what they just Diddy to him? Come
You
on, man.
you plan on or have you seen the documentary yet?
Nope. I don't want to see that documentary, but you know what? I think after we get done with this podcast, I'm gonna sit here and watch that joint. I'm gonna make myself sit here and watch it. I'm gonna fall asleep on it. I ain't gonna even lie to the
It's four
people.
episodes, so you could probably watch one
It's
at a
how
time.
many?
4 episodes, they
4
said.
episodes, man. I
I haven't
don't,
watched it yet, but people keep telling me about it. I'm like, I'll watch it.
man.
I ain't in the rush to watch it,
I'm
but
only gonna watch it because I wanna see what I don't know.
exactly. Or what you probably heard and confirmed.
Yeah, it just be some confirmation, some stuff that
But
I
yeah,
may have been aware of previously, but we'll see what happens.
yeah. But and talk about are your Chiefs lost? It might be the end of an era with that team. Tough, tough, tough. Sad to see you go right now. It's probably gonna be a year. I think Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes gonna kind of bounce back, but depending on what they do with that team. But yesterday game, Monday night, which it gave ass vibes, but it actually ended up being like a crazy game. The Philadelphia Eagles versus LA Chargers. This game I think had like 5 or 6 turnovers, like literally 5 or 6 interceptions and fumbles. So it was entertaining on the defensive end with those basic turnovers and just making the game going back for oh shit, like why? But Jalen Hurts, I don't know, man. He definitely on this week. He on the Hoe'N list of like the way he been playing the last few weeks, and the team they lost the last 3 games.
Does
Well,
he, in your opinion, does he play it safe? Is he game managing?
yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, I think like he's been doing at least this last few weeks because like I've seen him when he really want to ball out and throw that bit, he can like for some reason in the Super Bowl he just turned into the best quarterback you ever seen because he throwing it and he running it. He getting all the touchdowns, all the yards throwing. But in the process of a season, man, it be some games he don't even attempt to look at the receivers and just want to run it himself. Tuck. with a push, the touch push, and
He,
then
bro, he handles the ball like a cheap motherfucker do with their pocketbook.
yeah, he can never went tight right on him. You
Tight
can't
to the
do it.
motherfucker, bro. Like it costs how much? Oh, I only got $200. Y'all
How
ain't gonna
much?
be able to get all that.
Shit, how much for one rib? How
Right.
about?
How much for one rib? What if I just lick the sauce? You know what I mean? Like that's the type of nigga he is when it comes to throwing that football, man.
Yeah, he been honing the last few weeks. I mean, he on the horn list this year, week, but I don't know, man. Like, you maybe a Super Bowl hangover still somehow in the late in the season, you know, because they start off 8-2 or something like that. So it's looking like, I mean, Cam might have been right. He might be a game manager, or he's not a top 10 quarterback. I thought he was like the way like he won a chip, you know. But it kind of is the team that he had around him a little bit too.
Hey,
Um,
Jalen Hurts, you'll have to open it up, dude. You're gonna have to take some risks because what people are gonna start saying is that you're scared to make those plays and you're scared to utilize the guys that are on your team. And you don't want that when you got a guy like AJ Brown out there and Devontae Smith. You should utilize them.
Saquon, go there.
Saquon Barkley. All those guys on that squad are capable of doing more than the things that you pigeonholed them to. And we noticed that because the other NFL players are saying it, and I've been saying it already when I talk offline when we're not doing this with Keith. I kept saying, I think he keep putting them in boxes and he leaves them there. And he forgets to take the reins, the blinders off these guys and use them for their full capability. He's only allowing them to do, or he only wants them. He ain't allowing. He only wants them to do certain things, and he's not opening it up and saying, "I'm going to let these horses run," which is what you should do as we get to the further part of the season, toward the end of the season, and people are expecting you to do the same thing over and over again. Let the horses run, man. Open up the playbook. Just open up the playbook and let that shit fly. All those guys, Saquon Barkley can do way more than what you're telling them to do. These are big, strong guys for a reason, man. Open up that playbook. I don't know why I'm even saying that because fuck the Eagles, fuck
Mhm.
them, fuck the motherfucking Packers, and fuck the motherfucking
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Fuck them all. But I want you to succeed. But at the same time, you not Caleb Williams, you bitch. You don't play for the Bears, you bitch. I have to salute the Chicago Bears all the way around because I don't fuck with none of them. My team is wearing purple. And you in the NFC, so fuck all y'all. All y'all. I hope all you motherfuckers lose all y'all next games and the Bears just run down on all you bitch ass, hoe ass, puss ass teams and they end up getting into the playoffs and doing well and do what they supposed to do. Blue and orange, French tips for everybody on Keith. Yeah.
Uh, hell no. Y'all better get y'all motherfucking press on there. So
He better get some Lee press ons.
do something with that, or you know. But nah, yeah, man. But shout out to the Chargers getting the win. They've been going through some injuries and stuff, and getting trying to get back healthy. And John Harbaugh got them playing well. I thought dude had a broke hand one week. Now he, you know, throwing,
I
wins.
forgot who I picked for that game. Did I pick the Eagles?
I think you may have picked the Chargers.
Okay.
I
And if I
probably,
didn't say it already, fuck the Eagles. Mm.
yeah. So they kind of free falling right there. My bad. Free
Hold on,
falling
hold
right
on.
now.
You can't be doing that shit, bruh.
I know it's
Co-
contagious. My bad,
Hell
but
yeah. Cover your big walrus mouth having ass. Oh, I'm doing that on the podcast, bro. People hear this shit.
they gonna have to. I mean, they can hit worse some worse shit, but I'm gonna keep that off the air.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bruh. I'm already gonna tune into this Diddy. We ain't got to do all that
I'll just
though.
say like farting and all that. Never
Oh
mind.
no.
Where were you with? Keep it over there. And you and your Diddy style tonight.
Man, hey,
He
I'm
got the
trying to get
filters in the
myself.
back ready.
Listen, yeah, I
He
gotta
got the
get
baby
myself.
oil.
Man, I got the baby oil right here somewhere.
Don't forget the baby
Yeah,
oil.
it's in here. I got some baby oil and some gel. Never
Uh-huh.
mind that. Never mind that. But what it is what it's supposed to be. And I'll just get my mind ready for, when you said that, I'm like, damn, I gotta get myself ready. Ain't no telling what dude gonna do.
And I was talking with somebody like I haven't watched it because I gotta get in the mood for that. Like that's what
Yeah, you really gotta be,
like I don't want to be like that. I didn't know. just
Because
gonna watch some sedacious stuff going on. So
are we going to be talking about what he's done, what he's done to people on a record label side, or are you going to get into some
uh,
debauchery and talk about what he's done, in his bedroom? Like what are you going to be talking about? And you got to put yourself in that mindset of, okay, let me watch this and be
especially
open.
being especially being executive produced by 50 Cent. So it's gonna be some pettiness in there, some
Yeah, well,
wild stuff.
so here's my since we are on the topic of it, right? The reason why I did not want to watch this whole fucking thing is because I feel like it's another way to degrade another black man.
Yeah,
It's one black man looking at another black man and laughing at him in the situation he's in, and that's not what we need. If anything, we should just go quiet in situations like this. Like that's our guy.
yeah,
He's gave us 20 to 30 years of flossing and having a good time and producing all these awesome ass records and putting hip hop culture out there for the world to see. He helped do that. So now I don't want, even though he may be guilty of some shit, I think it was just overdone because somebody was after him because of that lawsuit that he had with that top beverage company, and he won his lawsuit for $1 billion or $2 billion, and there was another lawsuit after that that he won. So they're going back at him for whatever reason that they choose to. So for me to sit here and watch it and know that you coming from the environment that you coming from, you attacking him now. You're attacking him to further demean him and depreciate the value of his success. So if by chance his companies go up for sale, well, you will get your rights to it, right? And you'll be able to you'll be able to go in front of these courts and in front of whatever's going on and say, I would like to buy that, and I would like to take a piece here, and I would like to take a piece there, and I like to take a piece there, and I like to take a piece there. That may be a thing. Or it could be what someone else is saying, what I heard a couple of days ago. Oh, well, Diddy was clapping his baby mama's booty cheeks with one of the little Instagram models that he was messing with. So that's the
yeah.
reason why he did it. And if that be the reason why you're doing it, and that's on some petty shit, you know, more power to you. But you know where we from, they call that sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I
it just
mean,
is what it is.
shoot, that didn't help.
Back to the sports part of this. That's what we here for. Uh, Fuck the Packers, fuck the Cowboys, and fuck the Eagles. And if you ride for any of those teams, fuck you too. Chino XL,
Hmm.
fuck you too.
Yes.
Mob Deep,
Yeah.
don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something? All right, back to what we was talking about.
Yeah. So, and oh yeah, Philip Rap. We talked about Philip Rivers coming back out of retirement, 44 years old, to play for
Oh,
Indianapolis
no, come
Colts.
on, talk about it. What's
I was just saying, like the
how?
Colts, since they lost Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson is out, and then Riley Leonard, who was the third string quarterback, he kind of like a knee injury, but they say he's supposed to play, but they signed Philip Rivers, who was retired, 44 years old, got like 15 kids. Um, Not that that had to matter or anything, but I feel like the check will help. Uh, he got signed to the practice squad, and then probably going to activate him to be the backup for the team. It seemed like he the only one that knows that offense because they keep signing him back, even though he keep quitting.
Mm.
Coach, they need something, I guess, to try to keep them afloat in the playoffs picture. But shout out to Philip Rivers, man. Still got it, I guess. I guess he's still
We gonna find
coaching.
out. We
Hopefully,
gonna
he's been
find
staying in
out.
shape. If not, if he coming off the couch and think it's gonna be sweet, one good crack, gonna definitely put him down for sure.
That's gonna be different for him, at 44. They say he in shape. Being in shape and like they say, being in shape and being in playing shape is two totally different things. Like I could get in the best shape ever for boxing, but if you ain't in the gym and you ain't ready for a fight, it's totally
Yeah,
different. If you ain't ready for that type of fight, like get into it with somebody out the street, you getting hands and feet is put all on you. You know what I mean? But in the gym with those guys, and those are monsters every day. That's something totally different. So, salute to Philip Rivers, man. My guy, you got 10 kids and you got grandkids. Boy, didn't they get you a rocking chair or some shit? You know what I'm saying, for
say
retirement or
probably.
something?
I think they did.
Yeah, dog, boy, you better go sit down before you crack one of them bones that you can't, you know what I'm saying? That you probably didn't even know you had. You better go sit down somewhere, old man. Nah, fuck it. I love it, man. And you know what I'm saying? If he can come back and be a difference maker for that team,
Yeah.
I like to see that. Bang bang. More power to you.
Bing bong bang. Bro, all right. For the next episode of Hoopin' and Horn, uh,
Hooping and hoeing, hoeing,
for my
hoeing.
hoopers, I got
Mm-hmm.
Shador Sanders. Balled out over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Hooping.
Got hold by Horn, Kevin Stefanski, the coach.
Oh,
Didn't want to see the man shine, the young man shine. Hold the wrist
oh.
up in your face. I need to get my watch back game back up.
There you
Uh,
go.
Hooping Jordan Love, even though I hate to say it, he been balling the last few games. Look like he trying to be a real quarterback, a top five
This
quarterback.
episode is over. Boop,
Fuck Jordan Love, but
boop,
I gotta give respect with respect
boop.
a
Yeah, you
little
right.
bit.
You right.
He gonna find a way to choke at some point in these games.
Oh,
I promise. Who else? Who are you hoeing? Um,
oh, man.
the Eagles. They've been kind of hoeing. Jalen Hurts, you've been hoeing.
Whole team.
Cam Newton might be right. You like
Hoeing.
you've been tweaking. And I rock with you. So like no hate, no hate on you. I'm not play hater club, but player hater of the year right now. I be hating though. Um, who else hoeing? I'm sorry, Lamar. You back on the horn list. Matter of fact, the Ravens are home. Not this last week it was
Come on,
Lamar.
man. Don't just dog
Last
my
week,
boy like that. Don't dog my boy. It wasn't
last
his
week,
fault, bruh.
last week it was Lamar. This week it's the Ravens as a whole. Like I don't know what's going on. How you lose to the Steelers?
I don't even know why we just
Aaron
got confidence,
Rodgers,
man.
DK Metcalf. What's going on, bro? You just jumped off the bagway and jumped back on. So you right there with me.
It's just terrible, man. That's my guy, man. I want him to succeed.
Hooping
Shout out
Matt
to
Stafford. No,
shout
go
out
ahead.
to my man Lamar. Go ahead, nah, keep going. LJ,
Okay.
what up?
Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua hooping.
Yo,
Y'all balling right now.
balling,
Can't
hooping, bruh. They
stunt
hooping.
on that.
They
Um,
hooping. Look, Matt. Listen, I always said Matt Stafford can throw that pill. He
yeah,
can fling that pill around. The only thing is like when it's going good, it's going good, and when it's going bad, he gonna give you some interceptions and some fumbles and everything else. But the man can ball, bro. Matt
yeah.
Stafford can ball for real.
And then there's been a lot of like trade rumors for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I was wondering like who you think because they saying he talk. He just got injured again, so he's gonna be out for like a few
He
weeks.
done. He done.
Yeah,
He
so like
done.
it's
He done.
best.
He tore the calf off. And if you know anything about your body, your Achilles, your calf, and your hamstring, they all align with one another. And when one is affected,
Mhm.
sometime in there, the other can also be affected. So what ends up happening is if you're not careful with yourself and you're working out, you can tear one and you can end up harming the other because what happens is they compensate for the other, right? So I don't know what's happening lately with these basketball players or athletes lately, I should say, and the injuries that they're having, but it all seems like all of them are having similar injuries where they're telling their Achilles tendon or they're having these calf strains or these calf tears.
Yeah,
So that leads me to believe that either they're exerting a lot of energy on those parts of body with the explosions that they're and emotions that they have, or they aren't working out those parts of their body correctly. They don't have the technique to actually uh, exert physical exertion on those. I should say physical exertion for those muscles, so those muscles aren't being used properly, and then they're popping. Or it could be because he's so much of a dynamic guy that he has exerted that he has pushed those muscles so far, and they've given, which is kind of ironic as well. Some would say because he's coming up on a point where he wants to be traded, and then this happens. But I don't think Giannis is the type of player that would do something like that. I don't think he would bitch out and take a bitch route. I think he would just literally, if he didn't want to be there, it would be, hey, I don't want to be here no more. Get me out of here. I don't think that he would fake an injury or anything like that. So, if I know your next question was, or earlier what you said was, if he was going to go somewhere, where would he go? My options for him would not be New York. I would, because if I'm the Bucks organization, I ain't gonna leave you here, and I got to see you another 3 or 4 times a year.
Drew.
I try to send you, you know what I'm saying, to the West Coast. I try to send you to Golden State.
I mean, I'm
I
not
try
mad
to
at
send you
that.
to Golden State, and
Like,
if I
that's
couldn't send you to
definitely
Golden State, I would try to send you to Phoenix. I'll send you to Phoenix.
that's definitely a smart like like you said, don't have to see him as much because like my teams was in the East. Like if he did stay in the East, it would have been Bulls, maybe Miami, or who would I have, or the Knicks. So
I wouldn't
I
send
think
him to the Knicks. I wouldn't send him to the Knicks. Here's the only thing. Here's the best thing about sending him to the Knicks. That's the best choice to send Giannis to the Knicks, right? Because you send him, you get Cat back. You know you're gonna get Cat back. There's no reason where you're not gonna get. Bro, think about it. You're gonna give up Giannis. Who you gonna get back? Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby.
you gonna get everybody. You getting all that whole
You getting
squad.
all that. You getting every last piece
I'm
of
getting
that.
Hart. I'm getting OG. I'm
Nope.
getting McHale.
A couple of them pieces as they play right now against the Toronto Raptors.
Hmm.
A couple of those pieces are staying. Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson is staying. I probably I'm probably keeping
So
Mikal Bridges
if you
or
keeping
I'm
Cat,
I'm offloading him because I got to get rid of some of that salary cap because I know he gonna sign back and he gonna want another deal, right? So
mhm.
you got to get rid of those contracts. Cap probably at the end of some type of contract, so you got to get rid of some guys that's gonna create space. We already got Mitchell, was it a Mitchell Williams, right, in the backcourt with him. So now Giannis can play, but now you got another guy back there that can play defense with you. So you ain't got to try to gobble up everything. So you ain't playing in the end as hard as you are with Milwaukee. So you can turn up and you can gas up and you can do all that shit that you normally do offensively and defensively, but you don't have to do it as much with Mitchell Robinson back there being a rim protector and a rebounder as well, which may end up being the best place for him to go.
Yeah. So I can see that. I can see
I just
this.
don't want him to
Definitely.
go. I just don't want him to go to New York.
I feel that. I mean, either because I rather you say come down to Chicago, man. But Golden State, I can definitely see that. I can low key see. I've been hearing it, but that'd be a nasty combination if they put him to San Antonio with the alien.
Nah, nah.
That's cheating if
That's
they do that.
crazy. That's crazy. How would
But
that even work out? Because both of them want to clog the lane.
yeah,
Giannis has a kind of a slashing post game, and that kid has his inside out game.
Giannis be the point guard and he be the center. Just imagine the pick and roll on this.
Oh man, oh man, you talking about
Actually, you ain't got to throw that. You just
you throwing
hand
it
it to
up like
the
that every time. Everything is going up.
yeah. So I wouldn't mind Phoenix. That'd be a nice little. But I feel like if you giving him the Phoenix, Dylan Brooks gonna have to get up out of there again because I feel bad for him because he get traded, but he make everybody somewhat of a respectable playoff team. Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, but the only thing for no for Phoenix, Dylan Brooks is with Houston, right? No,
Oh, he in Phoenix. That's what they
oh,
trade
he's in
KD
Phoenix.
for.
Okay, so in Phoenix, well, that's the thing. Well, they may not get nothing for Phoenix, so he may not end up there.
Yeah,
But the other option I said was Golden State, and you probably give up Kuminga
yeah, for
and
sure.
Podziemski for that type of deal, and you get
Maybe Jimmy.
yeah maybe Jim, and you say hey give us Gary Trent, give us probably Portis, Bobby Portis, and we'll rock out like that. We don't know though. We'll
Which
we'll see what happens.
that
We'll
might
see what happens.
refix their little team.
We'll see what happens. I think that if he goes to New York, it'll make them a tougher team. But
Yeah,
I would keep Mitchell Robinson though. I'm definitely keeping Mitchell Robinson. I'm not getting rid of Mitchell. If Mitchell Robinson is still on the New York Knicks and he's still healthy, I'm not getting rid of Mitchell Robinson because I want that tandem to play well, and then I'll just go through free agency to find somebody to come out the bench and be uh, a defensive force, you know, and a defensive multiplier. Hell yeah. But while we on the subject, fuck the Knicks and fuck the Bucks. Oh, pussy ass, bitch ass, hoe ass teams. You
fucking
know,
ass motherfuckers. Get a grip. Nah,
little bitch ass.
what was I finna say? Your boy LeBron, he like against the Sixers. He had a crazy
This
little
motherfucker.
a couple of shots. They trying, he's stat padding me right now, but they trying to hype him up for gold. I guess he hit a couple of key clutch shots against the Sixers in a comeback win a couple days ago. So it's just like I want to know. He filling in like he should with the Lakers right now. He not being the first guy or second guy because Austin Reeves is balling like crazy and Luka Doncic. So it's just seeing like I want to know his like is he wait, actually do you think how many years do you think got left in him? Actually, I thought he'd be done by now.
I
'Cause
think he probably got like 3 to 5 years left, especially if this team can produce the way they are producing, and they have an incredible run without him being the guy that's pushing, without him being the engine. Like
yeah,
if you got Luca and Austin Reeves, who are like the engine and the go-to guys for that team, he'll last another 5 years. Because those guys are saying, "Hey, I can average 35. Well, I can average 25." And then he'll come in and go, shit, well, I can average 25. And then you got guys around going, I got 15 here and I got 15 here. That's an even better look for him because he's not the guy running up and down the court, blocking every shot, playing defense, calling out all the defensive reads, and then running the offense and trying to get everybody on the same page to do everything together. It gives him longevity to uh, sustain his career and stat pad for the remainder of his career because that's all it really is. But I don't know. I don't know nothing about basketball either. So, oh, weak ass, lame ass.
LBJ. Nah, but other than have you ever played? I feel like you ever played baseball before? Like any
Years
type
and
of
years
like
ago, I haven't played in a long time. I used to play softball on the softball team for the job where I work.
right. Yeah, but
Oh
did you
God,
play like any like legit teams in like grammar school or high school for baseball?
no, I didn't. I didn't play baseball like that.
No, I thought you did for some reason. Like you got that bill like you could have played.
Wait
If
a
I
minute. Wait a minute.
well, like
Maybe like 2 years or something like that as a kid, but that was it.
yeah, but reason I bring that up because I like one I was like I wish like we in the community like the black community like and especially in the hoods like had the resources like being able to play baseball or being able to afford to play baseball at a younger age and like that's where the money like guaranteed contracts and like it's a fun sport you play like it may not be the fun sport you watch but
Nope.
I
To all
wish
the parents out there, man, put your kids in baseball. Put your kids in baseball, man. In the black community, man, we need to find a way to get baseball back because they took baseball out the community. Growing up, man, what we used to play? What was that game called? Pity Pat? When you used to throw the ball against the wall, and you used to have to hit it.
yeah Piggy yeah
Piggy.
well,
There you go, Piggy. Ain't that that was it, right, Piggy?
yeah I think so yeah
Yeah, we used to play Piggy. We used to do all that type of shit, man. I used to love those games, man. Then we used to play strikeout and everything like that.
yeah so and the reason why I brought that up because I was like back to the White Sox actually they just got the first round pick for the upcoming draft in 2026. And I'm saying that because we've been going through some tough years last few years. Last year was the worst year ever of any MLB team. Lost like 120 some games, crazy amount of losses in history. And they have a thing where they got the now they draft lot. It's a lottery now. It used to be like wherever had the team had the worst record, first pick, second pick, and on. So you could
Mm-hmm.
tank. You could tank, and you wouldn't have no repercussions. But so now if you tank, it's like you still have a chance you may not get a top pick. But also, let's say if you pick number one or top six this year,
Okay.
your next year, if you get like, oh, I think you get 2 years in a row, but that third year you won't get a top 10. You would get like a top 10, like the number 10 pick or more. So you wouldn't even get a top nine, top five pick in one of those other years. So, and we said that because we had not bounce back. We had 60 wins last year, but it was in progress. 18 game wins the difference between the year before, which we only won like 44, whatever, 40 something, and we was laughing stock of the league and all that stuff. But this year we had at least like a core of like 5 to 7 young guys come up and contribute to the team. And looking like if we get the right free agents this year, like veterans, and and if we draft correctly with this number one pick, in about a couple of years, man, White Sox might be up there again. Being legit. Team is still owned by Jerry Reinsdorf.
That's what I was waiting on you to say. Go ahead, keep crying. Keep crying.
Fuck.
I'm gonna put the camera right on you. Go ahead, just cry. Cry me a river.
Whoa,
Give me a river, yeah, yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
No, it's fun. That boy used to be crazy with those little sounds in his songs, though.
That's your
Uh,
boy Timberland.
But yeah, it just yeah, he was. Look, matter of fact, shout out to White Sox #1 pick. We coming for y'all ass. Cubs, fuck y'all. But y'all gotta make some decision on y'all free agency this year if y'all want to be champs or get back to the World Series.
For those who don't know, I ride with the Sox, man. I ride hard with the Sox.
Outside, black and white and gray, never been better.
But they so ass.
Yeah, we coming though. We coming.
They so ass. They've been ass for the last, what, 10, 15 years?
Now it was actually good. Like 2020, 2021. That was it. The last those 2 years we was actually a playoff team. Um,
Ass.
but we fell off the face of the planet though. Since then, Tim Anderson, man, what? Ever since he got knocked out by that player from the Cleveland Indians, Jose Ramirez.
Ain't been the same.
Ain't been the same.
Ass.
He had problems outside with his marriage and all that too. But so that threw him. He definitely one of those like emotional players. Like if he went through some stuff, it showed in his like game or like on the field. Which I mean that's human. That happened to a lot of people. But like it affected him mightily. Like he was ass that season or those seasons. But he will bounce back and have a good season. So
It affected him majorly, not minorly.
what I say?
Minorly.
I thought I said mightily. I think that's
Oh,
what
mightily. Okay.
yeah.
Bang. There we go. I thought you said minorly. I was like, okay.
But I can see
All
where
right.
I can see that where it's
Even
at.
better. Even better. I like that. Minorly. All right. I thought he said minorly. I'm like, if someone is sleeping with your wife, bro, your
Hey, for some
decision
people that
makers,
works. Anthony
hey,
Edwards be out there
Anthony
having
Edwards
kids.
don't listen. He said, I'm just gonna
Nah,
pay for the kid. I'm
he
gonna, I'm
that's
gonna,
that's smart, but that's crazy. Like he would actually probably save so much money doing that.
I don't know. He got to be careful because in a little bit she could say what you gave her ain't enough. You understand? We know how these women do, man. They get you in there.
I think that's what they actually trying to do that. But I think that he's found a way to get that contract ironclad or put the specifics in. Like, hey, this is a one-time pay me, girl, baby girl. You should have thought of that. But no, I don't know.
I don't either. Good luck to him because, I'm gonna give you 18 years of child support, for this kid that you say is mine. And if it is mine, here's everything that you get right here. You don't get nothing else.
And that's
Um,
great. Mike Jackson got a all-time hit just off a song that's saying that ain't
there's
my
that
kid.
I am the one, but the kid is not my
The
son.
ultimate baby daddy song, or
Ooh, we.
oh baby daddy. That because that ain't my kid. But now, I forgot I was gonna go with that. But anyway,
Be
Eddie,
careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Mm.
who I want to get into boxing, but I was gonna ask you who uh who are some of your favorite like top four if producers like growing up like who you if or that sound that you heard you like I rock them like Timberland was
Top four
early.
top four producers. All right, we're gonna go DJ Quick.
Mm-hmm. DJ West Coast.
Yep, I gotta go there first. Then we're gonna go DJ Premier,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Him and Nas coming to the album this Friday, I think.
I'm gonna be all over there. He said he was gonna put out an album with DJ Premier and Dr. Dre. He said he wanted to drop two different albums with both of them producing. All right, solo
See,
joints with both of them.
Ho
Nah,
Ho Ho got that man working. He like he ain't finna have that what's that every 2 years every that album he
yeah.
making up for lost time. Nah, it's playing.
He
Shout
said,
out
what
to
he say? What he say?
he said uh,
I
man.
forgot how it goes. Two of them shits was due. One was the
Yeah,
other was Illmatic. That's a 10-year difference. What he said?
yeah.
Another something
That's two
something
years.
year classic.
Man. You
Yo,
got
I was so mad when he was doing that shit. I'm like, man, Nas, if you don't bite this nigga head off, man,
I mean, eventually he definitely did. Like it was tough being a whole Avenger, the Jay Z fan when he dropped
yeah.
E.
But let me say this though, I quickly wisened up. and realized like Nas is somewhere with his mother dying from cancer, man. Like he don't care. He don't care about none of this shit.
Oh yeah, nah.
His mom is sick. He don't care about music. At the time when that was
Yeah,
going
time. Yeah,
on,
yeah,
like he didn't care about none of that. And
yeah.
then up to date, Nas is comfortable. Like he working, like he's in a comfortable space where I got my money, my bread is up, my bread is long, my family is taken care of. Um, my contract with the young lady that I was Khalees, my
Yeah,
divorce is like all that's done. I'm raising my kid. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm about to be out here with these bad biddies, and I'm about to get my bop on. I'm about to
he's made some great investments. I've
man,
heard.
I'm about to wiggle my left and my right foot, and I'm about to be out here. So now he's just putting out music freely. And when I say freely, I'm just talking about the way that he desires to. So now he can catch up on all this stuff musically and have fun with it the way that he wants to. And he's around dope producers, and he's able to produce. He's able to put out some good music. So back to what I was saying was DJ Quick. The next one would be DJ Premier. After that, I would say For Real, and then after For Real, I'm gonna say Black Milk.
Like, no, that's a good one. That's a really good
I'm
one.
gonna say Black Milk. I could have named anybody, but I'm gonna say Black Milk.
It's so many like that's not even like big name or not
Yeah,
not household names that you would know that made some of your bits some of your favorite music.
yeah.
So
Because I could have said Adrian Young. I could have said Manny Fresh.
yeah, and Manny Fresh is up there too. She like he made some of my like childhood classic greats.
I could have said Kale Beats.
Mm-hmm.
I could have said DJ Toon.
DJ Toomp, he fired.
Yeah, I could have said Legendary Trackster.
Mm, yeah.
Um, I could have said a bunch of guys, man, but I didn't. I just chose to rock with those because we never know that list may change real soon. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's just a matter of the day and the time. People always change up who they like in instances.
So,
So
Premier, Pharrell. Who was the first one again?
DJ Premier, DJ Quick,
Quick,
For Real,
and
and
that's it.
then and who was the last one I said?
Uh,
Black
Big
Milk,
Black Knight, right.
Black
Okay.
Milk. And dealing with the fights over last weekend.
You see,
This was a good card. I was upset. I'm not even upset. I'm disappointed at the outcome of the fight. The main event was Lamont Roach versus Isak Pitbull Cruz. I said, remember when we talked about that? I said Isak Cruz he's just one way, and he's
mm,
just gonna bang and fight. And I said Lamont Roach will have to tame him. He's gonna have to box him. He's gonna have to box or punch him. He's gonna have to switch his style up, right, throughout the course of the fight, which he did. He did a hell of a job. He did a hell of a job. He even threw more. He didn't just throw more punches. I don't think he threw more punches. He landed more punches than Isak Cruz did. And subsequently, I thought that would be enough for him to win the fight. I kept wondering why he was using his left hand so much. He became left hand dominant, and come to find out, he broke his hand, which I was watching during the fight. Like something
yes.
ain't right. He's not using his right hand. But um, something needs to be done about these judges with these poo put ass cards, man, and this this dumbfounded way of judging cards and saying that these are draws when they're not. Like this was clearly not a draw. This was clearly a fight won uh by Lamont Roach. So this is two fights now where he couldn't get the guy or he couldn't win the fight because the other guy was like the moneymaker, right? So
Yeah.
because the other guy's a moneymaker, he's not getting a fair shake at the titles and everything. So that fight was a draw. And the other part of the card was Shane Mosley Jr. versus Jesus Ramos, and that was a fight where I said he made Shane Mosley Jr. might get knocked out, but he fought back. It was a hard fight for him. Um, People were saying, if he was as talented as his daddy, he could do this and he could do that. Man, Shane Mosley Jr. is probably 6 inches taller than his daddy, and
Really.
not that he doesn't. And it's not to no knock on you, Shane, because I'm trying to say this without saying anything bad towards you. You don't have the skill set of your father, and as far as boxing, like you don't use distance well enough to be considered a guy that knows how to control the distance of a fight. So Shane lost that fight, and Erislandy Lara won his fight. He was just a sniper in there, just using his left hand to pick this guy apart. Um, and then Stephen Fulton versus Shock versus Oshaki Foster. I picked Stephen Fulton to win that fight because I thought he'd be the better boxer in that fight. And come to find out, Shock was just like, "You're not doing none of the shit that you say you do. I'm about to do all that. I'm about to run the table on you." And it didn't matter what round that Stephen Fulton tried to step up, but Shock just had his number, man. Like, you come in here trying to box, I'm gonna pick you apart too, and then I'm gonna hit you with some shit. So congratulations to Shock for holding it down, representing for Texas, and being a better boxer that night. So those are the fights that were going on. The fight that I'm looking forward to, well, they're talking about this fight happening is Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. That's a fight
Mhm.
that they are discussing. They saying it's going to happen in January. I don't know if that's going to happen because it's coming right. That's approaching rapidly. That's
Yeah.
approaching very fast. Now there are fighters who can get together for a fight in 8 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks. That's all the time they need,
Yeah.
and that's very very close. But I don't see anybody picking that fight up unless it's Turkey a la Sheikh. I only see him picking up that fight and going forward with it. So we'll see. But if they do fight, I'm of course going with Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go with Shakur majority of the time when he fights. So if that fight does happen, I would like to see that fight. If any other fight happens, it would be David Benavidez versus which they've already agreed to it in May. It'll be David Benavidez versus Gilberto Zurro Ramirez. All right, they're supposed to fight in May, and right now I can just tell anybody if you're gonna watch that fight, you might as well get ready to pick David. David's gonna beat him until he quit. It's no different from anybody else. David's gonna beat this guy until he quit, and Gilberto is gonna come forward. He's gonna come forward and he's gonna make it a decent fight. It's gonna be an all Mexican ass whooping card. If they can get that together correctly, that's gonna be an all forward fighting Mexican card. And I can see them making some really good money and selling really good tickets on that fight. So if anybody was wanted to make a bet on that, I would pick David for that fight.
Mm.
I was listening to some a podcast talk earlier this morning, and they were saying who David should fight next after that. I say he should definitely fight Jay Opataya. But then they're talking about him fighting Usyk, and I don't see him fighting Usyk. What I do see him doing is I'm going up to fight Gilberto Ramirez to secure this bag and get this win, but I'm waiting back because that's at cruiserweight fighting Zorro. But at 175, Bivol, who was the undisputed champion, he's healing up from an injury. So while
Mm.
he's healing up, you're going up to fight a guy that you know will be an action-packed fight and it'll sell tickets, right? And it'll keep your name good. And it'll line you up right, to fight anybody else who may have a belt or anything, be some substance, a good fight that'll put you in good standing. So you fight a guy up there, and you come back down, and maybe he'll be ready for you, Bivol, or maybe even better be if the other former champion may be ready for you. And you fight one of those guys, and then you win all the belts, or you win whatever belt that you can, and you get ready for that. So I see that happening. I don't see a situation where he's going to end up fighting Usyk. I don't see that. I just see David running a play where he's going, all right, I need to put myself in position where I'm fighting guys that can put me on the level where I'll be in title contention, right? That's
Yeah.
all I see him really doing. I don't see him trying to go from 175 where he is right now and then jumping up to cruiserweight and then saying, all right, I'm gonna get Usyk because you're not guaranteed to fight Usyk. You're just not. Usyk is really right now he controls his own destiny. He can pick whatever fight he want. Does he need more names on his resume before he retire? That's kind of the thing that's been going around. Okay, you fought Anthony Joshua and you fought what's my man name twice that you fought him. You fought Tyson Fury twice, right? And you won both these fights. There's no fight that you've had at heavyweight, maybe one that's just been very close where people don't know that you won that fight. So there's a couple fights out there that he needs to go ahead and take. I think he should take the fight with Joseph Parker and get that over with, unless he fought him already. He should take that fight and then maybe one more fight and then right off into the sunset. Everybody trying to throw Moses Itama in front of him, but that kid is too young. Even though he's young and he's ready, he might be ready for something like that. Going up against a guy who has a long toolbox, right? His knowledge and wealth of the game is unlimited, and he's rarely ever taken a bunch of damage. You're not gonna go in there with a guy like that, and you're not gonna do a lot to him. He's gonna frustrate you. He's gonna make you look bad, for 12 rounds or until he knocks you out. So that's a fight that I don't see happening. But for David Benavidez, the fight that's coming up is in May, and he'll be fighting against Zurdo Ramirez. And that should be a fun time because that's gonna be an action-packed brawl. They're gonna fight. Salute to David Benavidez, who just fought a couple weeks ago or whatever it was when he fought Anthony Yard, and um, he just walked Anthony Yard down, which I said was gonna happen because David feels the same way I do. I don't want to knock you out. The knockout is cool, but if I beat you up and I put you in pain, I see your eyes, that look in your eyes and in your face leave you, and I watch you fold up and turn into a baby. I pretty much enjoy that more than anything else. That's what I'm here for. So that's pretty much like the boxing that's going on right now. I don't see anything else of substance coming out. I would like to see Richardson Hitchens get a fight sometime soon. I do want to see Oshaki Foster fight Shakur Stevenson. I think that would be a good fight as well. But I'm not sure if that would be at the proper weight. I think that might be at 135 or 130, and Shakur is already going up to 140 to make this other fight happen. So, for Devin Haney, whoever is at 147, he's gonna just rule that division. I don't see anybody else giving Devin any problems right now.
Mm-hmm.
He stepped up to 147. He made very light work of the guy, Brian Norman Jr.
Mm-hmm.
So Devin is definitely going to be the better boxer, the more expert tactician when it comes to fighting at any given point in time. So going forward, I just don't see anybody in that division giving him any type of resistance as he moves forward with his career. Um, and we'll just see what happens from there. So that's it on the boxing side, bro. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
got for you.
Was the Roach fight pretty good, or was it like one like
It
kind
was
of?
good. It was good.
I heard he got knocked down or something. Like I don't know, not knocked out, but he
He
got
didn't get
knocked.
knocked out. He got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those times where you throwing punches and the guy catches you and you stumble back and you put your hand down. He didn't get knocked down, knocked
Okay,
down.
yeah,
He
yeah,
put his hand down on the canvas to catch himself because he stumbled. You know what I mean? Like the punch threw him, it knocked him off balance. So he was trying to catch himself. Um, so that was one of the things that counted. The other guy goes up in a round because of something like that. But
yeah.
then the next round, I come back and I engage with you and I own that round. I own the next round. I own the next round. And then you kind of see there's a period where Isak Cruz starts taking rounds off.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking rounds off. You're wondering, like, all right, is he tired? Because he's been throwing punches this whole time. So for me, I take it as you trying to take rounds off. You tired,
Yeah.
right? And then the last minute to 30 seconds, then you press the gas and you try to like come in and throw a bunch of punches at me and everything. It's like, oh, you tired. You know what I mean? But if it holds to be true, if it turns out to be true, uh, Lamont Roach was having issues with his right hand. It didn't look like his hand was swollen or anything, but he says he broke it. So
Oh, okay.
if he broke it, then that explains why he was just gonna be in left hand dominant. He was throwing his hook and he was trying to throw his hook to the body or to the head, or he's trying to counter with it, and then he was trying to grab and everything or go under the guy. So that would make a lot of sense. But um, he got robbed. He got robbed, man.
Yeah.
I don't see it no other way.
It wasn't
One
for no title. Like it wasn't for no
It
title or
was for
nothing,
a
right?
title at 140. Yeah, it was for the title at
Oh shit.
140. So it's another time that this kid has put up a good fight. Um, and he's been robbed. But what I did like is in a post press conference, Isak told him, "I'll give you another title shot. I don't mind giving you another title shot." So we'll see what happens in the coming months for that fight right there.
So, gotta catch me a few coming up myself, hopefully.
Absolutely.
But that's I'm good on this week's or today's Sponge Sports Punch. What about
Yes,
you?
sir.
Got any more you want to talk about?
No, sir. We are good to go. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Sports Punch. We did hooping and hoeing. We did everything we're supposed to. I hope y'all do everything that y'all supposed to and say fuck the Packers, fuck the Eagles, and who else was it? Fuck the Cowboys. You bitch you. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. No French tips, no manicures for any of y'all, no pedicures until the Bears get another win.
Everybody been asked out this week, bones dry.
Yeah, and tune in for for this weekend episode that Keith is able to jump on. We'll be back with more hooping and horn. We'll be back with who's in the ass, who's
Oh yeah, we
ass.
talking about the Hulu. Let me
Yeah,
most
who's
ass the most ass game was Washington versus Minnesota. Washington.
terrible.
Sorry, Jaden Daniels. Sucks that you got hurt again on a bad play, threw a pick, and dude ran it back. He's trying to chase the guy, and he got blown up, injured his elbow. So that was probably the ass game of the week. What was the best fight at the boxing match? The card
The
that you
best
saw,
boxer match on that card.
yeah, that you seen,
Mm.
or that was the most, maybe the Roach one, or
It was probably the Roach fight. It was probably the Roach fight. I can't remember. It might have been a Roach fight because it was actually action. It was action packed. But damn, it's just that injury, man, to that arm. You know, yeah, yeah. So I'll leave it at that one.
all right, for sure. All right, well, until
Ladies and
Saturday,
gentlemen, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. You
you
bitch
beat
you.
you.
Ah, there it is.